Welcome to the Story Eyed Podcast. My name is Brendan.
And I'm Jen. On this show, we talk about all things Williams syndrome. We're excited to share our community with you. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to lie. He does have the Brendan vibe. You have a very... It didn't surprise me. It didn't surprise me when he said people were coming up to him and asking him questions or whatever, because he does. Both of you have that very open vibe of, yeah, sure, come talk to me. I ain't nothing to be scared of.
Don't bite much.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, very cool young man.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried surfing?
Oh, see, my stepbrother used to live in San Diego, and we'd go to the beach like all the time. I've never had the opportunity to, and I'll give it a shot. It might not be great, and that's fine. I might fall flat on my rear end, so be it. You know what? But
I know in my younger days, I would have absolutely tried it. I've never been good at skateboarding or anything. Sorry, I don't know if that's a spider or something's floating through the air here. That was fun. We had another extra guest. But I've never been good at skateboarding or snowboarding or anything like that. Yeah. So I wonder whether it's that the side to the line that might not be a strength of mine.
Yeah,
I
think I'm good at longboarding with the longer skateboards and stuff because it's just cruising and stuff instead of doing the trick.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. I can barely stand on a skateboard, let alone do a trick. If I do a trick, it's because I've made a horrible mistake and slipped up, and somehow I'm flying through the air. Maybe I get points for it, but it's gonna hurt when I come down. So yeah, I would have tried. I don't think at this age, I'm sure someone out there be like, "No, old people try surfing all the time." I just don't know that I would be. I don't know that it's ever going to be in my wheelhouse to do anything like that.
Yeah, and also surfing and sharks and all that other stuff too. Yep. All that other stuff too.
There's that. Yeah, there's that.
I don't know.
I would like to think that I would be like Keon was talking about. I would like to believe that I would be brave enough to try.
Yes.
And like at camp a couple years ago, I tried paddleboard. Was I successful at it? No, I was, but I tried it. And I'm glad that I tried it. I don't know that I need to do it again. So I'm like, all right, I gave it a go. And that was how it went. And I think I'm done.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good.
How's your for those who haven't already picked up that the fact that Brendan and I are wearing the same clothes that we were wearing in last week's episode, we are recording a couple episodes today. Yep. So we got to talk with Shannon this morning, and now we talked with Keon this afternoon. How's your afternoon been? Everything going all right?
Yeah, I able to sit down and have some lunch, stepped outside for some fresh air for a little bit, and just been chilling. Good. You know.
So I think we're gonna need to get one more episode for that week that I'm on vacation.
Yeah,
which is fine. We'll get somebody, but I don't know. I only say that to say that don't know if Keaton will be back or not. Don't know.
Yet to be determined.
But again, like so many things, by the time we get to fall, by the time we get to September, we'll all be settling back into our schedules. Kids will be going back to school. Summer will be winding down. And so we'll all get back into our fall routines. And that will bring about the return of the Keaton.
Yep. And one thing that kind of has been irking me, it's not even the first week of August. It's past the first week of August, but there's already Halloween stuff. And I'm just like, there's pumpkin beer out already. There's pumpkin donuts. Really? Oh, yes, the pumpkin popcorn balls.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Bennett, of course, has been keeping close eye on Spirit Halloween. When does Spirit Halloween open? So I think, so he and actually before we even started recording, Jen has to go out of town. My Jennifer has to go out of town for work. And so he and I are going to have the weekend together, just the two of us. And so I'm like, what should we do? And he's like, I should probably see if there's any Spirit Halloweens that are already open. So I'm like, Yeah, I suppose there probably already are some Spear Halloweens that are already open.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, our Big Y already has all the Halloween candy in it. And I'm just like the pumpkin Reese's, the
oh my God.
ghoulish green Twix,
Oh no.
the
For me
Halloween
though,
themed Skittles, and I'm just like,
it means that the ghost dots are gonna,
mm,
and I love a dot. I love dots. They're my
yep.
favorite candy. And I will go and purchase a whole bunch of ghost dots. I'm sure will do my waistline good.
Eh.
Eh, eh. It's not like
Eh.
I'm going surfing.
Eat some ghost dots and then go surf and burn it off.
There you go.
Exactly.
All right. Everybody, enjoy this conversation with Keon Eberhardt. Great guy.
Yeah,
And really super fun. Really super fun conversation. And a
definitely
guy
a
that
vibe for sure that
definitely,
that I like a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. And I think all of you will also see that the sort of the Brendan-esque vibe, the positivity, the wanting to leave an impact. And also sometimes you just got to roll with it.
Yeah.
Just got to roll with whatever's going on.
Yep.
Yep. And boy, do we all know that.
Yes.
So, all right, everybody, enjoy. We're gonna do heart. Let's do hearts to everybody. Woo, hearts! Yay! All right,
Woo!
enjoy the app, everybody.
Hi, I am Morgan Jane Starkman. I am the daughter of Greg and Joanne Starkman from Inner Sense Organic Beauty.
What's great about it is I use it on my hair all the time, and I'm the inspiration behind it. And I love using it all the time when I'm at work or I take a shower. I do the hair bath conditioner, all of that stuff, and it's good for all hair types. No bad fragrances, no bad ingredients. WSA 15. When you check out, yep.
Yeah. Hi, Keon. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Brandon?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing good. So, for those who might not know who you are, why don't you take a few seconds to introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Hello, my name is Keon. I'm from Ottawa, Canada. I am 20 years old. I'm going to college. I have two jobs, and I'm moving into residence next year at college, so I'm super excited about that. Some of my hobbies are drawing, writing my own songs, metal detecting. I've done a little bit of surfing, which is really cool, and I'm really proud about that. It was absolutely sick. I love
Gnarly.
traveling, love learning about languages, and I love being part of the Williams Syndrome community.
That's awesome.
Yeah, wow,
Yeah.
what an underachiever you are. Your mom, before we started recording, said that you guys are up at
The
your little
cottage.
cottage. Is that
Yeah.
also is that still in Ottawa?
No, it's in a little town in Canada called Minden, Ontario, and it's about 3 to 4 hours driving away from Ottawa.
Nice. So you live
Yeah.
in Ottawa proper, and then you also have this little cabin up
Yeah,
north.
yeah, we also have a cabin in Quebec in a little town called Chelsea.
Ah,
Yeah.
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
So you have two escapes from home, which is awesome. What is the draw of this cabin as opposed to the Quebec cabin?
For me, this one has a lot more memories. So that's one thing. And there's also really beautiful water, as you can see in the back. There's a lake
Yeah.
right there. So we can go swimming, we can go tubing, snorkeling, diving, pretty much anytime that we want. And another allure of this cottage is that it's really close to the town of Minden. And Minden has lots of attractions such as ice cream stores, there's a thrift store, there's a church, there's really nice nature walks there, there's a library, so there's all sorts of different attractions here.
So there's lots of
Very.
lots of opportunities to just chill out, slow down a
Yeah.
little bit. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So you talked about that you are going to college.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go to college?
So I'm going to college at Algonquin College, which is in Ottawa, and it's about 30 minutes away from my house by bus. So my story is that I started out at that college taking a course on horticulture and landscaping, but then they canceled that course. So then this year I'm going to Indigenous Studies program, which I'm super, super excited about.
That's
That's
awesome.
really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you also said that you're gonna stay on campus.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Say more about that. Are you excited? Oh, sorry.
I'm very excited about it. Yeah.
Cool.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
I'm super connected with the community there. I'm at all the different events. Lots of people recognize me. I actually did a indigenous event at school and at college and somehow got interviewed by CTV because there was a reporter there, which was absolutely awesome.
Nice.
And that was one of my proudest moments so far at college to being interviewed about something that I love, not something that's, oh, just a hobby or something. It's more important to me. So that's really good.
So is this
Yeah.
something that you're hoping to be able to continue on and do after you're done with college?
Oh yeah, for sure. I am not indigenous myself, but I go to powwows and round dances. I talk to elders. I learn the teachings, the languages, and all sorts of things. So I'm very connected and very involved with the different communities, which is really fun.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Even if you're not part of the community, being an ally to that community sometimes is incredibly important to help
Yes.
others understand.
Yeah, it's paramount for sure. It's very important.
I love
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. Now, so you were part of the Canadian contingent that came to the convention.
Yeah.
How was your convention experience?
My convention experience was really fun. I enjoyed almost all of the activities that were on, especially the dance during the first day. That was really fun. I got to reconnect with old friends, which was really fun. I got to meet some new people. Obviously, there's lots of talking and excitement and different emotions and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was really fun. And then one thing that was really unique about this experience for me is that a lot of people they knew me as a friend, but they were also coming up to me for help, which I thought was really a cool experience because that doesn't happen to me very often. But I had tons of people coming and being like, oh, can you help me with this? Or what do you think about that? Or just hang around me because you're a cool guy and stuff. It's really neat. Yeah.
I was gonna say, why do you think that was? Why do you think that why do you think that people were drawn to you when it came to whether they needed help or just needed someone to talk to?
I think it's because I'm pretty much open to anything and I love helping others because it's all part of their story. I'll be like a significant person in their story. I'll inspire them. I'll help them. I'll do as much as I can for them. And when you look at me, a lot of people notice right away that he's a super chill guy. You can just
Yeah.
go up and hang out. Like
I call that
I will.
Yeah, I call
Yeah.
that the Brendan vibe.
Yeah, I got the Brendan vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's really important for me to reach as many people as I can because I want to help others as much as I can. And that's a very important key in my life is helping others because it makes me happy. It's one of the biggest things that make me happy.
That absolutely. I absolutely wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment. I'm literally trying to think back through that massive list of things that you like to do. But I remember you saying you tried surfing and
Yeah.
you had some success at surfing.
Yeah.
So I know that it's not uncommon for people with Williams syndrome to have balance issues and to have vision issues. Did you have any, I guess first, do you have any issues like that? Do you have any balance or anything that made it even more difficult than surfing already is?
Surfing actually went really well for me naturally at the start. Everything just moved together as one thing. I was flying down waves. Everybody was flying off them while I'm shooting down them. And it's like I've never felt so calm and connected with the ocean before. It was like such an amazing experience. And if you go surfing there, there's always photographers and videographers there. And I got some really good photos done, which was really awesome.
That's so cool.
And I've grown up watching surfing movies, but I've never had the confidence to actually try it myself until I went to Tamarindo, Costa Rica, which is where I did it. Absolutely awesome. They helped me every step of the way. And on my very first lesson, I probably caught up to 10 different waves, and that was my very first time surfing. It was sick.
Sick.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what was it that made you go, know what? Today's the day. Today's the day I'm trying.
It was one big thing was the openness of the instructor. He was just listening to everybody. He was saying that he'll help me every way. He'll help me get the board into the water in the proper way and show me how to go over the waves while holding the board. I felt very safe and I was like, I've seen these YouTube videos. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm trying it for myself.
Love
And
it.
it gave me the confidence, which was really fun.
That's so great. And you went outside your comfort zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome. We were just talking in what will be last week's episode with Shannon Bowman, and she was talking about when they're on vacation, seeing her kids, and she has a daughter who's 15 with Williams syndrome, seeing them try things
yeah,
and do things outside their comfort zone and expand their bubble of knowledge and experience. That's pretty awesome, and it's pretty amazing. That's something that it sounds like it's pretty important to you, is to try things and expand your, and to try things that maybe are necessary, maybe they're a little bit more difficult at the start to try.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. And you might see someone with Williams syndrome and say, "Oh, maybe surfing is a bit too hard." There's a lot of fine motor skills that you have to incorporate while surfing, and to me, I felt connected with it right away. And you guys will find this funny, but I was thinking of making my own YouTube channel called The Syndrome Surfer, and I thought that would be absolutely hilarious. That'd be so
Oh, yes.
funny.
You have to
Yeah.
do it now. You put it out
Yeah,
there.
I do.
Put it
You
out
put it out
there.
there.
Yeah,
Now you got to do it.
yeah, yeah, I do. It'd be called the Syndrome Surfer, and I'd make videos and merch for those people with Williams syndrome that like surfing, which is really cool.
I love
Cool.
that. And then you can start it and then come to the convention in Minneapolis and the Twin Cities,
Yeah,
and you can tell
yeah,
everybody about surfing and
yeah.
what that experience. That's so cool.
One movie that actually helped me decide that I wanted to try surfing was actually a movie called Surf's Up, and it's about a penguin that lives in the Antarctic, but he knows how to surf, and then he gets recruited by this team of world famous super surfers that are like birds and different animals and stuff like that. And I felt like I would totally fit into that category. Not only that, but I also felt connected to the penguin, which name is Cody, because he's stuck in Antarctica, but he knows how to surf. And I'm stuck in Canada, and there's not many waves in Canada. But if you go to Latin America or different places, there's tons of waves.
Yeah.
Nice.
Another important character for me was Chicken Joe, who's the surfing chicken who is super chill. He's got the gnarliest waves ever and he shreds super hard. And he just has the great mentality of just letting things happen the way they're supposed to and not trying to just stress over controlling everything. And when I was surfing, I really thought about that. And that's what I did, which was super fun.
We've talked about, and we continue to talk about, anxiety in people with Williams syndrome and how that's something that is quite common. Do you have any anxiety issues? I guess, is that something that challenges you at all, is anxiety?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. One thing that brings my anxiety out a lot is being outside during thunderstorms, because
Yeah.
there have been multiple times where I'm outside either in a canoe or with a group of people, and there's huge streaks of lightning and loud bangs of thunder, and that it scares me, but I know that I'm gonna be safe, but it still scares me so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, for some reason, like sometimes something that brings out my anxiety is when I don't know what's gonna happen. Because for me, I always like knowing what's gonna happen and what can I expect and stuff.
Yeah.
But over the years, I've learned to go with with whatever's happening.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people with Williams syndrome, if they don't know what's happening, they're like, I don't know if I can do this because I don't know what to expect.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I bring that up to say, obviously, anxiety can come out at many different times, but I like the idea that you talked about surfing and how you just have to go with it, and you can't control, you're not in control, and so therefore you just kind of have to roll with it. I would suspect that some of that experience with surfing and some of the other things that you have done in your life in challenging yourself, that's got to help. Maybe not, it's not going to stop you from feeling the anxiety, but it's going to help you like not let it get too far out of control.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Like one example that helped me learn more about my anxiety with thunderstorms is when I did a week-long canoe camping trip with a program called Outward Bound in Algonquin
Yep.
Provincial Park. And I was with a bunch of strangers that I didn't even know for a whole week. There was thunderstorms almost every day, and that got me. That got me a lot, but I was like, I gotta stick through this. I
Yeah.
can't control the storm, so why should I let it control me? Yeah.
That. I love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really fantastic. And I think that's something that people can, that others hopefully that they can, whether it's surfing or something else, it's if you think about those times where you have overcome something that was challenging, when you have these moments of anxiety, when you have these things that legitimately get to you, it can help to sometimes go, okay, I've been through things like this before. And as long as I do the things that I know that I can control, it will, that hopefully things will,
Yeah.
where you're like, it's one thing to go, I'm seeing lightning in the sky, then I'm going to jump in the water and with a
Yeah.
giant metal pole.
Yeah.
That would not be
No.
smart. But if you're doing stuff at least and trying to at least be smart about controlling what you can control, the rest will probably take care of itself.
One thing that I've heard with Williams syndrome is for some people to release their anxiety is that they actually sing for some reason. And I have seen so many people do it, and I actually do it myself because it's really helped me calm down during scary moments. And it goes with how lots of people with Williams syndrome have talents with music and stuff.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
something we're naturally connected to, which is amazing.
I completely agree with that. I think that I have a theory about people with Williams syndrome just from getting to be in this position where I'm at, where I get to meet a whole bunch of people of all ages with Williams syndrome, and of course, getting to be around my son every day. I think people with Williams syndrome are naturally connected to so much of like
Yeah,
the energies of
yeah,
what's going on in our planet and everything. And so it doesn't surprise me that not only are you connected to music, but music can also be a tool
yeah.
to ease your anxiety. What are your like go-to music genres?
Oh, for me, I love oldies a lot. So that's one thing. I'm talking about like 50s, 60s, 70s, like
Oh, thank
Frank
God.
Sinatra, The Platters, really old groups.
That's awesome.
Um,
Thank you,
Good
Keith. Because I
stuff.
was going to say when you
yeah,
said oldies, and if you would have said like from the 2000s, I was going to
no,
immediately feel really old.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. Also, I love reggae. I feel
Okay.
like reggae kind of, I don't know what it is about reggae, but it makes me feel good. There's a positive vibration that comes with it.
Yeah.
I also listen to a lot of rap, which is really cool. And once in a while, you'll catch me listening to heavy rock like
Yeah.
Metallica and AC/DC,
Yep.
Yeah.
just banging my head and going along with the song. I also listen to a lot of indigenous music since I'm so involved with the different communities and activities. And I've had some really hard times where indigenous music actually it's healed me through time, which is an amazing experience. And it's helped me let go of past worries or things that I can't control anything about them.
Yeah.
Just in general, music for us with Williams syndrome is not only music. Like you said, it's like an actual tool that helps you, which is amazing.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. Do you have a lot of experience with reggae, Brendan?
I do. I love the syncopation in it, just the feel good vibes, the backbeat, which is syncopation,
Yep.
and just the lyrics, and obviously King of all kings, Bob Marley.
Of course, he's the
Yep.
king.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Amazing.
my wife's grandmother, when she discovered reggae later in her years and loved it because she loved the rhythm of it, loved again, like you said, Kean, the kind of the positive vibe of it. And so it was really after she passed, we were playing Bob Marley, a lot of Three Little Birds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Playing that at her wake, and everyone was like, and we're like, this was one of Grandma Dolores's favorite songs.
Yeah.
And people
Yeah.
are like, oh man, yeah, no, I agree. I gotta take a pause. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you a musician yourself, Brendan?
I am. I
I could
am.
tell. I could tell by the musical instruments.
Oh, yeah, that's a 1928 from the 1920s. That was my uncle's, and he recently moved, so he gave it to us. And then this is my mom's 1964
Wow.
classical nylon string Alvarez. We have 7 or 8 guitars between the two of us in the house,
Yeah.
but drums are my primary.
Nice.
I'm lucky enough that I grew up in a musical family, so I have cousins that are musicians. My sister is a musician. Cousins and uncles are musician uncles. So
That's
grew up
really
listening
neat.
to a lot of like progressive rock. My favorite genre is progressive rock, but I also like jam band stuff.
Yeah.
Studied Latin jazz and blues jazz in college for 3 years. So
Wow, that's amazing.
yeah, very like eclectic background. Yeah.
I like your sweater. I'm gonna have to get one of those one day. That's sick.
Yeah, you can get it on the website.
Yeah.
I think it's shop WSA or my
Yeah.
shopify.com or something like that. I got it at the
Yeah.
convention. My dad.
That's neat.
Yeah,
Have you done anything with Special Olympics?
I have. I'm on a team for Special Olympics. Currently, it's golf season for Special Olympics. So our tournament is at the end of September. And I also do swimming for Special Olympics too, and the before golf. So that starts like in end of February, beginning of April, and goes to June, and then golf starts in like July. Yeah, I have practice once a week. We're doing pretty good so far this year.
That's awesome. I'm actually wearing my Special Olympics Ottawa shirt that I got, which is
Hey,
really
let's
awesome.
go!
Yeah, yeah. I did track and field for them, and I'm
Oh,
hoping
very
to
cool.
join some more events during the winter.
Yeah.
One of my main goals is to actually get to the like actual Special Olympic Games. That
Oh,
would
yeah.
be so like that would be one of my dreams for sure.
Yeah, that'd be
For
awesome.
sure. Yeah, because I really respect everyone that's part of it since I'm part of it.
Yeah.
And my first track meet went really well. I got to meet all sorts of people with different learning abilities and stuff like that. So yeah, it was really fun.
It's awesome. Yeah. We were talking about Special Olympics because funny enough, I'm wearing my team shirt today.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yep, our new shirts that we got.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Repping his shirt. So
Oh, get out. That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
it's
repping my Ottawa Special Olympics Team Ontario. That's really fun.
Love it.
yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah,
Maybe you'll be a pioneer and you'll be like one of the first Special Olympic surfers.
that would be sick. Yeah.
That'd be real gnarly, bro.
That
That'd be
would
so
It'd be
fun.
real gnarly.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, we are wrapping up here. We have blown through this interview. It's been so awesome talking to you and getting to know you a little bit better. What else do you want to make sure that the people out there know, either about you or about Williams syndrome or whatever?
One thing that I'm wanting to talk about more about is actually Special Olympics. Me and Brendan were actually just talking about it, and we connected because he's part of Special Olympics Connecticut, and I'm part of Special Olympics Ottawa, which is really cool. And I feel like more people with Williams syndrome should know about Special Olympics.
Yeah.
And I would really like to become a Special Olympic ambassador or representative one day. That would be really cool. There's one thing. And I think also I want to leave this interview with an inspirational message to those with Williams syndrome because lots of our different learning skills and learning habits they're known as disabilities, but there is that word ability, which is part of it. And I need people to make sure they're focusing on that ability part 100% because everybody has special abilities and everyone is destined for a special career in the Williams syndrome community.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
That is awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Keon, thank you so much for joining us, and it has been a blast getting to talk with you from Ottawa, and or actually outside of Ottawa, up at the cottage. And yeah, this has been so fantastic.
This
So
was a super vibe for sure.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Joel, and thank you, Brandon, for
Yes,
allowing me
welcome.
to have this really special opportunity. I've been wanting to be a part of this podcast for a while now, and today I'm very happy to say that I was a part of it, and I'm excited to see the other people that will be a part of this podcast.
yeah, I love it. I can't help but to feel like as the years go on, we're gonna see Keon becoming a leader in our community.
Thank you.
And yeah, keep it up, my friend.
Yeah, keep doing what
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You've been listening to the Starry Eyed podcast presented by the Williams Syndrome Association and sponsored by Inner Sense Organic Beauty. The show is hosted by Jennifer Keaton and Brendan Lemieux and produced by me, Joel Listman. All music by Tommy Barbarella and Mariella Elm. Got a question for the show? Email us at podcast@williams-syndrome.org. Video version of the podcast available on the Williams Syndrome Association channel on YouTube and on the Starry Eyed podcast page on Facebook. Audio version available wherever you get your podcast delights. So like and subscribe and help spread some Williams Syndrome awareness.